Hi everybody, I'm Cindy and this is Ideas Times 2. Welcome back to our channel. Today I have a tutorial for you, perfect for Valentine's Day, and I think it's a lot of fun. So I hope you take some time and watch the video with me and see what I have come up with here. First, I would like to give credit where credit is due, but unfortunately I cannot remember the name of the person who inspired this. I do know her last name was Abbott, and about 11 months ago, she was making a whole bunch of these really cute heart-shaped accordion journals, and she was sharing video flip-throughs just a couple minutes long on one of the Facebook groups that I belong to. And I saved one of the videos so that I would remember what, especially how she embellished it, and to kind of have an idea of what I needed to do. And when I sat down to make this, I went to look for the video, and the video showed that it was there in my Facebook, but it had been deleted. And I went into Facebook, all of her videos have been deleted. So I have no idea what happened, but if anybody knows who it is, or knows who I'm talking about, this was her idea, and I did not see a tutorial, but just from watching her videos, I think I came up with a close proximity of what she did. So I don't have an exemplar made, but I will be showing you what it looks like finished at the end of the video. And what you're going to need is paper and some cardboard, and I'm just using a cereal box and some cardstock and whatever paper that you want. I'm using 8.5 by 11 paper that I have printed and coffee stained, and finished, this journal will be about 5.5 inches wide, and at its widest, and it's pretty fat. It's a chunky, this is a chunky little monkey when it's all done. So what I did, I don't have a die cut machine. If you have a die cut machine, this will be so much easier for you. But I don't have one, and so I just went online and found some hearts and played around till I came up with sizes that I liked. So this was one of my first tries, and I used this little heart, and I took this one, printed it out 4 times, and just traced around it 4 times, and I came up with this shape. And I thought it was a little small, so this was one of my first tries, and this is the final that I came up with. And for the cover, this was just from also Microsoft Word, actually. They have a shape feature, and what I will do is make some templates and put them on our Facebook, in our Facebook group, and you can download them for free. I won't get that done today, but I should be able to do that tomorrow, so you can check it out on there. Or you can do the same method that I did. Just print out 4 hearts, put them together, trace around them, and you have a template. So this is the size heart I'm using for the cover. And I'm just using this as a template because, like I said, I don't have a die cut machine. And just trace and cut. And I'm going to need 2 cardboard hearts, one for the front and one for the back. And I'm not going to show, me cutting this out, but I'll take one from each side. And so you need 2, whatever heart size that you want. And this one is about 5 inches. And then cut them out. So once you have done that, you've got your two shapes. Do the same thing using cardstock. Cut out 2 pieces of cardstock, well, 4 pieces of cardstock, 2 for each. One for your front cover, one for your inside, to cover up the fact that you are using, in this case, graham cracker box or a cereal box. And then go ahead and glue your cardstock to your cardboard. So for your front cover. For the back cover, I want to have a crinkle ribbon closure. And so before I glue my paper, my inside paper, to the cardboard, I'm going to, if I can find the end of the ribbon, I swear, my sister Betsy makes these for our Etsy shop. I swear she has somehow figured out a way not to have ends on the ribbon. There it is. And this is a pretty chunky journal. So, my scissors, there they are. So, I'm going to use this for my back cover, and this for the inside. So I'm going to take some glue, just go right across the center. And that's crooked. I know, I can see it's crooked. I can hear all you yelling at me through YouTube. I know the glue's crooked. I will fix that as I put the ribbon down. This is really crinkly crinkle ribbon. Which in my opinion is the best kind. And then I'm going to glue the whole thing. And as you can see, I'm using Fabri-Tac. Which is my favorite glue. And because I did not use a die cut machine, there may be some imperfections. Those are no big deal because you can, just cut those, trim any edges that need to be trimmed. The important part is making sure that the cereal box is not evident. When the glue dries, I'm going to sew around the edges just to kind of give it a finished look and make sure all of the layers are nice and tight. And like I did here, this is my front cover, and I'm leaving the back cover plain, very plain, and on the front cover I added some chiffon and some lace, and I'm going to layer on there. I haven't finished the cover because I'm saving that for last, but this will be my back cover, and then this is the front cover, and I'm going to set that aside so the glue can dry. Now for the inside, this is the fun part. I have my template and my pencil. Well, I wouldn't say this part is fun. This is kind of tedious, but I am making a strawberry journal, as you might have guessed from my paper. And so I have 3 pieces of fun paper here, and I have another stack. I'm going to make 12. This is going to be a 12-page journal. That's not a whole lot of pages, but as you'll see, it adds up. It'll be chunky, super chunky. And because my printer will not print all the way to the edge, even when I tell it to. This is the exact size for me, exactly edge to edge. And this is why I'm tracing on the front, because of those edges. That's one less thing to cut if I do it this way. And then I'm just going to trace around my hearts. I know it looks a little bit like a shamrock instead of hearts, but it will look like a heart when it's all folded. So I'm going to trace around all of my paper and then cut it out. And rather than have you sit and watch me trace and cut, I've already cut some out. So I have 3 pieces right here that are already ready to go, ready to be folded. And so now's the tricky part. Now is when we have to fold the papers. And it doesn't really matter if you don't fold it right the first time and you have extra creases, because you'll be embellishing and it will be all folded together. But what you need to do first is fold this in half, like this. And you can see it kind of looks like looks like a captain's hat, right? So fold it in half like a captain's hat, and then open it. You're going to flip like a quarter turn, and then fold here at the junction of 2 of the hearts, and you're going to fold it this way, and then do the same thing. You're going to do a quarter turn, like this, okay? So that's fold it in half. Oops, sorry. Fold it in half, a quarter turn, and a quarter turn. So I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see the lines on there pretty well. So you'll have 2 hearts right here, my left hand, and right here in my right hand that have a crease, right? And then you'll have 2 hearts here and here that do not have a crease, okay? That middle crease I usually fold twice. And so when you go to make your heart, you take your left hand with the crease, your right hand is on the crease. You're going to push them forward till they touch, and then close your heart. If you want your paper, in this case, I want this on the inside of the journal, you're going to fold it so that I do know what I'm doing. I've done this many times, but of course, because I'm filming, I was thinking of having the paper so you could see the pretty design on there. You don't need to see the pretty design. You need to have the design so that it flips this way. There we go. Your two like this. So once you've done this, let's do another one. Fold it in half. Fold it a quarter turn. Turn it again, quarter turn. And then you've got your left hand, your right hand. And make sure those are together and fold. Once you've done a couple, they'll go much faster. So you're going to, this will be one page. This is another page. So next thing you need to do is, oops, I lost the cap to my glue. There's 1 and 2. We'll do one more because I want the pink in between. Fold it in half, quarter turn, fold it again, and quarter turn, fold it again. That middle crease I usually fold each direction. I'll put that fold together and fold. I'm not sure what happened here. Smudge I got on there. But in this paper pretty? I don't know if you can see how pretty that pink is. I dyed this with strawberries. The first time I've tried strawberries, and I thought it'd be appropriate for my strawberry journal. So what I'm going to do next, to make this accordion, I'm going to put glue on the heart, on one of the hearts that is not creased. Remember, we have 2 hearts that have a crease and 1 that doesn't, right? Two that do not have a crease, 2 that do. And I'm going to glue these 2 together. If you like to sew directly, things when you embellish, if you like to sew directly onto the pages, you need to do that before you glue anything, of course, obviously. But I think it's easier to glue them together before you embellish, but that's just my personal experience. And I'm going to put the one on the other side. Oh, I remember where that black stuff came. That was from my iron, when I ironed these. I think there might have been a little sugar content in my paper and kind of burned a little bit. And so same thing on this paper, the sides that do not have the fold. If you would like to make your journal a little bigger, you can use 12 by 12 like scrapbooking paper. Would be awesome. My template though, I made exactly for an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So There you have, when you open it, that's what it looks like. You turn your page and it opens and it opens, and you can keep adding as many pages as you want. I kind of maxed out at, I thought 12 would be more than enough. You do want to make sure that your edges are even, so your heart doesn't kind of get skewed. And I did not do, because you know I'm on camera, of course, so all the things I did when I was making it I didn't do with you guys. But I usually just, you know, kind of make sure that the edges, while the glue is still wet, I just tamp it down on the side. But that's how you make the inside. And then you just glue your journal to your cover. I'm going to put another piece of cardstock on here to cover up the edge of my, thought I did a better job of measuring, but the top looks good, but I obviously didn't measure the bottom, which I'm going to do now, and I will be right back. Hi everybody, I'm back. So I did a little bit more than adding the extra piece of cardstock on the inside, which you can see I did. I also glued these 3 pages that we did together to the back cover, and I still need to embellish them, but no big deal. I will take, you know, probably another hour to finish everything up on the inside, but I wanted you to see how you can embellish. And one thing I think is really fun I wanted to share with you is right in the middle of my journal, between this green page and this strawberry page, when I glued them together, I started gluing right here and just did a bead around the outside edge so I could create this fun pocket in the middle. And I made a journaling card to go in here. I would not recommend doing too many pages in a journal of this size in this way, because you're not going to have as much stability holding your pages together. And when you know, with this origami fold, you know, everything is going to be, there's going to be a little bit more stress on those folds, so you want to make sure that everything is as stable as possible. I have a lot of glue on my fingers. That's kind of bad. So I did want to, so here you can see I still have to embellish my front cover, but I did some wonky stitching on the front and have the 2 layers of the lace and the chiffon. My back cover is plain and just the ribbon closure. And on the inside then, you can see this is just 12 pages, but it's about 2.5 inches wide and will be a little wider by the time I'm done, because I still have to embellish those 3 pages. A suggestion, I would not glue the covers to your pages until you're done embellishing. That way, if you make a mistake, you don't have to take everything apart. You can just take a page out. So I wanted to share some of my embellishments so you can see what I did. I have this little triangle pocket here with a tag, and the tag fits both sideways and up and down. It's not a big deal either way. A bit of lace here. I have a broken heart, and I made this strawberry specimen card, kind of. I still, I think, need to add a date or a number or something on there. And a little bit of crinkle ribbon. The next page, I'm not quite sure about this one. This is blank, and I was thinking of leaving it blank for journaling, but I'm not sure. It looks a little empty compared to a lot of the other pages. But I have a couple of mini tags that I decoupaged. In there, a small cluster, a strawberry charm with a vintage button on this large tag. I thought that turned out really cute. Which is a torn edge pocket. Another itty bitty little tag in this pocket, and a little place for journaling here, and a cluster. And this is a pocket. I still need to make something to go in that pocket. And a couple more of these little decoupage tags. And a paper bag with a tag. And this paper I dyed with strawberries, just for fun. But you can do all sorts of, really any kind of embellishment you would put in any journal you can put in this little journal. You just have to be aware that the sides fold in, so you can't have, put like something big over that fold. But it's not quite done, but I think it's turning out pretty well. I'm pretty pleased. And I have some things here to go on the cover. That I thought I would layer on here and do a layered cover. Something kind of like this. And then our tie goes across the middle. So that's almost done. So that's kind of what I was thinking. What do you think? I hope you like this little project. I think it's perfect for Valentine's Day. You can use as many pieces of paper as you want. I just used 12. But with the embellishments, that's 3 or 4 embellishments for each piece of paper. So this is a chunky little journal. I will have the templates that I used. I'll put those on our Facebook page tomorrow when I get to work. And if you are a member of our Facebook group, you can download those, become a member of our Facebook group, or you can do it just the way that I did when I made the templates, just using hearts. That you can see on the back. I have multiple tries trying to come up with a shape that I liked, and so this was a little bit of a smaller version, and which would be super cute to do a mini in this style. And you could do bigger. 12 by 12 piece of paper would give you about a 6-inch journal. If you use like scrapbooking paper, and that's another recommendation. You need to use thinner paper than like cardstock for the inside pages, because it would get not only very bulky, but those folds, I think you'd have a hard time getting a nice crease on those folds. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you give this journal a try, and if you do, we'd love to see some pictures if you'd post them to our Facebook or our Instagram. That would be awesome. So thanks everybody. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you on our next video. Bye-bye everybody.